Hey everybody, welcome back, fellow G.I. Joe aficionados. As promised from Toylanta, I did pick up some Joe items, some ARAH era items, mint on the card, actually from Funskool. And we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at those. And Funskool, of course, you know, is a foreign variant with extremely thin and flimsy cards. These are like cereal box cardboard, as I say. Made by Funskool in 1990. This one is 1990, and of course that is Ripper on a Funskool card. And essentially they just borrow the card art from traditional Hasbro and they put the figure on, and it's essentially the same figure, although Funskools do cost a lot less. And he does have the file card on the back as well. And I got 3 of these, and the other 2 are doozies. But he does have his file card on the back, although the file card obviously is much different here. It does not look like a traditional file card at all. Dreadnought, codename Ripper, Cobra the enemy, with swivel arm battle grip. And you might have noticed his coloring on the action figure, and I'll turn it back around here in a second, is darker than your traditional Ripper. So it is a variation in the color scheme of the figure. So codename Ripper. And next up, we have Law. Now Law is not a figure that was traditionally done like this. So they made up their own card art because they didn't have any to borrow from Hasbro. And they didn't do a very good job of the card art. The card art is horrible on this figure. It looks like it's out of a coloring book with like colored pencils. And it's just unique for that reason, and there are a few that are done like this. Some Joe collectors who are into the Funskool stuff really look for these because of the crappy artwork. Very different from the traditional. And I also like that it has that little like decoder packet in there as well. And we'll let you look at the back because he also has a file card. Naturally, it says 4 color special color coded cards and G.I. Joe decoder. G.I. Joe decoder. Only you can break the code. Law needs you. Use secret decoder to decode cards and help G.I. Joe Law to find and arrest Cobra Commander. Good luck. He's going to arrest Cobra Commander. And I have one more. And this one's worse. You all know who Cutter is. Of course, he was the commander of the Whale. But they put Cutter on his own card. And man, you just gotta love the attempt here. That card art is horrible. It is terrible. Again, it looks like a kid with colored pencils and a coloring book. There's no depth to it whatsoever, especially when you compare it to the original Hasbro art. I wish they had invested in a good artist, but they did not. They did not. They just did their own thing, and it looks terrible. Cool figure, but that looks awful. And we'll go ahead and we'll flip it around, and you can see they really skimped on the file card on this one. There's barely anything there, and they call him an anti-tank cannon expert. I don't recall if that's what it says on Cutter's file card where he comes with the Whale, but it doesn't sound right. Maybe somebody can tell me if they happen to have Cutter's file card if that's correct or not. Somehow it just doesn't seem right to me. Although he does have this ginormous like little missile launcher pack that he comes with. But these are my pickups from Joelanta. There was a lot, not Joelanta, Toylanta. I'm sorry. Toylanta and Joelanta used to be like a single entity, and they've kind of split. But Joelanta will be later in the year, and we'll be going to that as well. At the Toylanta, there was actually a very heavy G.I. Joe presence, as well as majority vintage, which, you know, we always appreciate. We like when we see a lot of vintage stuff, and there was a lot of G.I. Joe there, but this stood out to me, caught my eye, and I just thought it was cool. I don't have too much Funskool, but I've got these. Anyway, thoughts? What do you think of these? Have you ever seen these before? Do you know a lot about the Funskool? Do you find the bad art, or terrible art, really intriguing? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you got anything out of that. We hope you did. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. All that good stuff. And if that's it, then what more can we say but thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.